Hello, I'm Vane, and this is my first DIY video. So I found a bustier at the thrift store, and it was new with tags, and was only $4, and was originally $60 from Urban Outfitters. But there was a pretty big problem, and the problem was that it was bright salmon pink. There's nothing wrong with that color, but it's just not something I would wear. So I thought I would dye it, like either deep red or just black. But then I bought some red dye and realized that I couldn't put the garment into really hot water. So I decided I have fabric paint. In the past, I've used fabric paint on clothing and I'm kind of obsessed with using it. So I was like, why don't I paint the entire bustier? So that's what I did. I took a dark red fabric paint and I painted the lace, and on the lining I painted that black. It actually took me like hours and hours. It would have just been smarter to dye it, but sometimes I'm unhinged, so I just painted it. So I have some footage of me painting it. There's all kinds of angles and stuff because I did it over like, I don't know, 5 days or something. It's not like consistent or anything, but I just wanted to show my process. So I hope it can like show techniques and that's possible to paint something instead of dyeing it, in case you know that your piece says it's cold wash only, because that's like the big issue. Hopefully the footage is good. I'm gonna stop over explaining the video and just show it. So here it is. So I used a deep scarlet red paint, and I made sure to really soak the garment in the paint in order to cover up as much pink as possible. I just used a standard paintbrush. I have used foam brushes before with fabric paint, and I don't like how it works, so I just used a regular paintbrush. Some parts of the bustier weren't covered entirely at the end, especially after I wore it once. I noticed that I needed to touch it up, but for the most part, I did a pretty good job soaking it in the red. Painting this took me so many hours, and I was really dedicated to it. When I start a project like this, I can get stuck doing crafts for like 6+ hours easily, but I did do it only at night. The cup of the bustier was definitely the most annoying part to paint because of the curves, and it didn't have the boning, the plastic boning, so it was softer and harder to get into the corners. You can see me fighting with the edges, trying to get the red to cover the pink. The body that you see the bustier sitting on is some custom dress form that I made with duct tape, and it's filled with plastic bags. Anyway, now I'm doing the black lining on the plastic boning parts of the bustier. This part was both fun but also tedious because if I made like one mistake, I could ruin the whole piece. So I was very careful. I really like using the black fabric paint. It's got a more watery texture. It's got a really nice color. It covers up the pink really nicely. Oh, I got tired of painting on the dress form and put the bustier flat. The angle was better to paint the sharp lines that I needed. I think after a while, I skipped a bunch of parts where I was painting because I was just getting tired of having to press record. And here's showing the difference of where I painted and where I didn't paint. I really love the colors. And I don't think I have any more footage of me painting it. So let's see the final reveal. Oh shit, it's dying! Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll do more DIY videos in the future. I have a bunch of supplies ready for future projects, so hopefully I do it within the next couple of months. Anyway, bye.